Yo guys, welcome to this movie review, we could say, of the 2023 movie called Oppenheimer. Now, Oppenheimer is making its rounds on streaming, so even people with no friends who don't go to the cinema can experience the movie. Now, Oppenheimer, it's a movie based on the book American Prometheus. Christopher Nolan directed this movie with as many A-list actors as you can imagine in a film. Literally every character is a famous A-list actor who would normally have a movie on his or her own. But anyway, the movie had a budget of $100 million and is based on the life of Robert J. Oppenheimer, a Jewish American physicist who played a big role in developing the atomic bomb. Sadly, I have to say I'm very disappointed with this movie. Mainly for two reasons. I could say I'm kind of bittersweet because this movie was sort of what I expected, but not quite. The trailer and the build-up for this movie promised me an extremely stressful, extremely anxiety-inducing movie filled with stress, with stressful stuff happening, and that was not happening. Might be because the character, like a physicist, like a smart guy, is so unrelatable for me that I couldn't even, I couldn't immerse myself in this movie for 1 second. And that made the movie almost like not an experience for me. And as a fan of Christopher Nolan's work, guys, I expected so much from this movie, and I think that was kind of my mistake. Expecting too much from a movie never goes well, because you always end up disappointed or not as fulfilled as you could have been. The actors are amazing, the movie really is beautiful, although not as high budget as you would think or expect from a Nolan movie. I could say how this movie would be an amazing experience, like an immersive experience for someone who is a fan of science and a fan of all these complex things. But for me, the movie was a huge disappointment. It was basically 3 hours of dialogue, of politics and science. 3 things that I don't like. And you might say, well, that's my fault, and yes, indeed it is, because a lot of people like this movie and a lot of people disliked it. I wouldn't say I disliked this movie. I would say this movie was really great, just not for me, and for that reason I'm gonna give Oppenheimer a solid 6 out of 10, because if I want to rate it objectively, I could see how this movie is like even a 9 out of 10 for a specific person. But for me, a guy who this film was really not targeted to, this movie was not enjoyable. There were multiple times I wanted to turn it off, guys, because not made for me. Do you know that feeling when you choose the wrong flavor for an ice cream, and now you gotta eat that flavor, because you chose that? That's the way I feel with this movie. But guys, Oppenheimer is not a bad movie by any means. It's just a whole lot different from any of Nolan's previous work, and for that reason I must say that I am disappointed with this movie, and I would not recommend it to the average person, because this is not consumer friendly. This is not for the average guy to enjoy. Thank you guys so much for watching this video of me giving my 2 cents of Oppenheimer, and I hope I saved someone's time who would end up regretting watching 3 hours of something that would not fulfill them. And I hope I gave a good recommendation to someone that would enjoy this movie a lot. So thank you guys for watching, and I'm gonna see you in the next one.